Okay. I know it's late, and I'm not gonna stay live for a while here, okay? I'm not. But, I really don't watch as much YouTube as people seem to think that I do. But what I do find really, like, suspect is that, so let me get this straight. So, two women that at the same time were fighting cancer were being, like, and still are being attacked. Hi, Mr. Tim. I'm shocked at Bob's video. I hadn't seen Bob's video about Lou. Now, I haven't seen, like, if Lou and her are fighting each other, but, um, uh, I saw, Jules' community post say, and about SG's daughter, I'll go into that more. Why the fuck are you going into anything about my kid, Jules? Why the fuck are you going into anything about my kid? And yeah, I fucking do think that after if you've gone through and dug through somebody, I mean, like, what the fuck? I'm in shock that me and my daughter got blamed for all this shit, and now here's Jules thinking she's gonna continue to go around saying I've said shit about minor kids. Get the fuck out of here, Jules. You fucking nutcase. Get the fuck out of here. Like, at the end of the day, so basically they're all fighting amongst what they've done to each other. SG didn't do any of that shit. Okay? And in the meantime, they think they're gonna just, like, ignore the fact that, you know, these people were trying to destroy a lot of time and effort on my daughter's part of, her schooling, her job, everything. And they think they're just gonna fucking, like, be like that's like fucking normal behavior, but it isn't. And and here's the thing: I was listening to that video, and I heard, you say about forgetting Lou's birthday. You didn't forget her birthday. You refused to sing happy birthday for her on there. But but as crappy as that is, recently somebody did that to you, did something to you on your birthday. And same with, chosen one deciding, oh, he's going to say technical difficulties. Hi, Doodlebug. Say technical difficulties to me. It's timing. It's timing. Timing is everything. It's calculated. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was calculated when done to you on your birthday. It was calculated when done to, you know what I'm saying? Like, those things, they're calculated. Jules, what she's doing is calculated. Chosen and calculated. They do it on purpose. You said about her attacking Cindy Infinity, but Cindy Infinity attacked you and had a live stream at like 4 in the morning the night before your attempt, which you blamed on me, and not Sydney Infinity, where she was going off on you. I mean, remember she used to be, you guys would call her Sydney Stupidity, but now it's like, I'm so confused, but I just don't want to be involved. And I don't want mine involved. It's, uh, Jules, keep me out of it. I just want to have live streams where we reminisce about things we have in common, like movies and things like that. I think I was really grossed out by that video, a couple of them that I just watched. Like Sharon, why the fuck are you sitting there all this time that long? Like, fucking act with that voice. It doesn't even sound like me. Like, what's your fucking problem, lady? Oh, that's right. No content. Nobody. No content. Jules, you too. Like, what the fuck, man? Trying to convince people on some kind of a PDA. You're gonna end up fucking locked up for that shit. You need to stop, Jules. Saying Deandra said something about you and was trying to cause trouble. Jules, come out with some proof. I mean, Vern, come out with some proof that I didn't. Like, where's the proof from these people? With you sitting there, Joel, saying, "Oh, your precious time. It's your precious time. You're not gonna try to prove it. You think you're gonna just accuse me of such a fucking extremely disgusting accusation, but say your time's too precious to find proof of it." Wait a minute, I thought it was a subject that you just will not tolerate, but you don't have the time to prove it. You think you just get to run around and make those severe accusations against people? Is that what you're thinking? Oh, what's up is your friend and you know him? Really? Shut the fuck up, Jules. Shut the fuck up. You fucking shit stirring bitch. Shut the fuck up. I noticed in that video I was watching when you mentioned something about, here's the thing though. Earlier tonight, hearing that somebody received an email threatening them because they were, in my channel, legit threatening them. It's so fucking disturbing. Like, wow. These people really need to not be given anonymity to do that, to target individuals. And Vern, I know you played a huge role. A huge role. Nobody was stalking you, Vern, and you know it. There was nobody stalking you, Vern. That was you. You were the stalker. You were. I mean, I couldn't even believe Sharon's costume had, like, upside down crosses on her fucking face tonight and shit. Like, why? These people are all talking about the scans and stuff, but they're, like, forgetting that I had a fucking mammogram. The scans are to see, where else it's spread. And to be quite honest, unless you're gonna like support me and encouragement or well wishes or things like that, you don't really have the right, like Luna writing, she's never had cancer. Shut up, Luna, you stupid douche. How crazy are you to think that I could fake a whole hospital and get a port under my skin for like nothing? Why wouldn't I just say, if I was looking for attention from some kind of, you know, ailment, right? And the ailment included a pore under my skin, why couldn't I just use that ailment? Why couldn't I just use that? Like Jules does, in my opinion. She claims to have a pore under her skin. I don't know. But why couldn't I have just used, like, why would I make up cancer if I already had a disease or something that required a pore under my skin? Why would they have removed it? Oh, that's right, because it was a breast implant exploding. I forgot, Luna. Remember? Remember when you sat on that panel, Luna? Jules, I didn't see you sticking up, standing up for what's right then. Or, where was your fucking integrity and your righteousness then, Jules, huh? These are all legit questions. 27 people here, and nobody can say a word. Mr. Tim, the doodlebug did, but come on, those are, you're listening. Those are legit questions. And I know exactly what happened right before Lou's birthday when all that went on. You and TM went into her live stream, and you were both arguing back and forth. And Lou, who didn't know my sister's name, was talking about getting an email from my dead sister. She didn't know it was my dead sister. And I don't know, like, personally, what all went on there between you guys. All right? I really don't. But, here's my dead sister's name being thrown all over the place. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? I'm blocked all the time anyway. So, and it was, like Spartan Dan who would block me. Cindy Infinity was in there. When I had gone in there and me and Lou were starting a dialogue, and all of a sudden swoops in and blocks me. I don't see Lou looking like she wants to fight with everybody. And I do think that's a little fucking extreme. Digging through her son's Facebook and then Chicken Lips drawing a picture of her son. And then to say, oh, so you wonder why you're getting all these trolls? It's because people don't. So that's like, I'm in shock right now. I just don't even know what to believe anymore. But what I do see is the common denominator is two people that were fighting cancer. Getting the shit harassed out of them. Yeah. Why would somebody lie about it? I believe she had cancer. Why would anybody lie about cancer? You know what I mean? Like, but, you know, I mean, I know that there is people that do, but I seriously don't think that, I just don't think that she was lying. I think that people threaten people when they're friends with me. To hear that Alabama girl had gotten a threatening email, to see people argue about who was harassing Debbie with the emails in a different community, like, it is like I don't even like think Debbie was, and I'm thinking to myself, I don't think Debbie was there, like, and I'm thinking to myself, wow, like, the fact that it was done at all and still continues towards people is so shocking to me. Putting up people's addresses, harassing people's kids, man. So basically, that whole last video that somebody made, nowhere at all does it mention that I did that. And yet, look at what me and my kid have endured. I don't even go to Munchie's channel. I'm not subscribed. I don't go to Munchie's channel. Recently, again, and they all are inviting Munchie in. Isn't that gross? Am I the only one that has ever, like, blocked Nut Knot and David's Bra and Munchie? I mean, hi, Susie Sue. I mean, seriously? The stuff out of their mouths. Gummer Hummer. Like, what the fuck? Hi, Chella. And the thing is fucking, I played videos of Vern saying they don't even understand. They're, you know, they're all trolling themselves. They're trolling themselves. They're being trolled by themselves. I've got over 39 accounts. I see who's missing from. I mean, this guy, and there's Munchie saying I have over 39 accounts. There it all is right there. Izzy knows for a fact. A lot of people know for a fact what Vern was doing. And now they sit there and act like I was doing anything to him. Where's the proof? But it was so discouraging to me that when he was, running the. Okay, that's good. When he was running the, my name and everything. Can you remove that comment? I'll just time you out for a little while, because I really don't want people saying if somebody's live and stuff in here. I really don't. It's just, like, rude. So, and since I don't have a mod, I'll just have to do that, because I don't want to have to take somebody's word I don't know. For all I know, you could be Vern just trying to get people to go into your live stream or some shit. You know what I mean? What I'm saying is, you just threw me the fuck right off, right there. But yeah, man, who the fuck? Like, Chicken Lips drew a picture of somebody's kid. I mean, drew me up. I don't even drew me as Hitler. I don't even know who Chicken Lips is. All right, I don't know them. I don't look at their channel. Just like I don't look at Munchies. Just like I didn't know about the video earlier. That I just don't even know. Like, I don't. Oh my god. Oh, I know what it was that I was going to say. How discouraging it was when he was running my name and everything across the screen, telling people to report me for healthcare fraud. And so, here I was, fucking, 50 fucking 2-year-old bald woman fighting cancer, stage 3 cancer. This guy said he's going to cut my head off and stuff. And my local police look at it and say, yeah, this is pretty fucked up. And so they fax his local police, and to hear, what do you want me to do about it? Death threats aren't illegal. You know how many death threats I get? Yeah, but dude, you're a cop and you're carrying a gun. I mean, with qualified immunity. Do you ever think maybe I don't want death threats? Maybe that's what the job you got into. I mean, perhaps I'm just, living my life trying to fight cancer over here, and, what do I want you to do about it? The fuck is that about? I followed the protocol that they said to do, only to have the end result be, what do you want us to do about it? But it got so far to the point that this guy was popping out the top of the whole, like, of his roof, uh, saying this guy over there works for them, this guy over there. He had these vibrating massagers attached to, near his mom's room, thinking, he was just, you gotta understand, he'd be in the middle of a live and jump up and run out and have to, unhook something that he had hooked to the, the where the servicemen were, like, going to, like, if it was the electric guy who reads the meter or the cable people, he'd have to run out there and take whatever apparatus. See, now they knew, people like when See, Paranormal Underworld, I don't know if that was really him earlier, but I believe it was. And people could tell you that, according to them, Vern was not always like that. I only had, like, 2 interactions, maybe 2 or 3 interactions with Vern in his live stream, but not even interactions because he didn't even pay attention to his live streams then. He was just always, at that point, like, yelling. Then it became that I called him pear-shaped. I didn't call him pear-shaped. We know what fucking shape he is, man. And he'd claim that he was being trolled, but the thing is there was nobody in his live streams and there was no views. So it was like, dude, where? So even if I was to say, I think people were, at some point, I do think people were, I just think the fucking guy was on a slippery slope. And I became like the face of everybody. I also, I do feel like people did notice that he was a slippery slope and fucking start fucking with him. I don't even know. All I know is I was just a middle-aged woman who fucking typed in paranormal live streams now, and his came up. And there was nobody in there or nothing, and he was, pretty quiet. I think he was playing some game or something. Now, it didn't even occur to me that he was in like a whole other state, so there was like a time difference. I just thought, okay, well, it's late. That's probably why there's nobody in here. But it turns out, fucking guy was not, man. Not. Because I'll get kicked out of my live stream. I'll get kicked out. And I don't care if he's saying something, like, tell me, what is he doing, playing my live stream? They all do. It's like their fucking gig. I don't know why they're so fascinated with me. I mean, I get, like, their, like, intent is to think they're gonna, like, on a live troll me or, like, whatever is what they think. But see, I believe that good conquers evil, and their malicious intent. If they have to keep recruiting more and more people against a 55-year-old woman now going through her second round of cancer, to me, that just is indicative that these fucking demons see something in me that's petrifying to them. But for me, they're like actually part of my recovery from cancer, because in my mind I go, if I can't fucking beat these fuckers, how could I expect to beat cancer? So I'm determined to. I didn't know, Susie, because I can't see and I don't have any mods who could tell me. So I'm sorry. Can we start afresh? I appreciate you coming back and giving me a second chance. Thank you. If I go out of this live stream, it take forever to get me back, and I know that would kill you guys. So just kidding, to get me back the way I said it, but I didn't mean it like that. And you know, the weird thing too, like about all these people is when they speak of like Vern or, you know, thank you. I do appreciate you coming back though. Seriously, that's volumes. That's a huge person, you know, come back and, you know, because it was rude of me. Absolutely. Absolutely rude of me. But I can't see on this side to see if it's gone and, you know, so, but thank you for coming back and forgiving me. And I'm not like that. I really don't like to do that. But they don't really give you much of a choice because they don't give the, you know, the person on the on the stream here, the option to just remove a comment. It's fucked up. It really is. They really should at least, you know, be like, well, and I didn't want to block you, so they only give you block or timeout, and you hadn't said too much yet, so I thought, well, at least, you know, like, whatever else you had contributed wouldn't disappear. Because that's another reason why I hate with the timeout stuff. And if there is nobody who can remove a comment, I'm sorry, I'll believe you in the future. So anyway, is he talking about me? Is he talking? Alright, guys. I can't believe there's 35 people and they really believe that they're hate watching me. There's no such thing as hate watching. If I hated somebody, I could barely watch them. You'd be like, oh, I can't do it. I bought this little kid's book. I was gonna read it, like not to be weird or anything. Amy with COVID. Stay away from her. I thought she was in America. That's what somebody else said. Who knows? Who knows? Oh, Vern said he was from outer space. Oh, good. Oh, no, I feel bad because I was talking about him. No, I feel bad because I was talking about him. But I wasn't. They were on Jules. He wasn't talking about me the last time I looked either. And I was watching a live stream where nobody was talking about me, and I get a text from somebody, and they go, look at these fuckers here, you know? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, let's fuck with them. And I'm like, why? You know? I'm like, they're not even saying or doing anything. And even though I do really like the person, I just was like, I'm just playing gardenscapes. I'm just playing homescapes on my phone, you know? I'm a peaceful person. Really. I truly am. I am. I am. I am a peaceful person. That's why I was saying earlier, if they even did show up at my house, I'd be like, you know, hold on, I gotta call the police. You better get here. You guys better get here. This lady's gonna kill me. Who knows? Seriously. I'd be more out to be like, you got a bone, you got a joint, you got something? Come on, you got a shot? You better have a buzz ball. I mean, I am just not. I'm not a fighter. Don't make me a bad guy or even a guy. Fucking Jules too. She's such a douchebag. She goes, I swear to God, I think Joe and Jules and Vern and you know whatever could be. I think that could be Munchie. First, I laugh that whole thing about look, she's rich. She's got a Fendi jacket and some watches and a ring and some nail polish. I'm like, where's the money? Show me the money. Just kidding. I am not. Right, keeping my neighbors up, yelling and shit. Well, positive prayers for Christina. She's in remission. I think that's great. Yeah, she's going. She brings up Munchie, right? Munchie would know. Munchie would know. She says some bullshit like that. And she goes, who is that in Munchie's picture anyway? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Who uses their 12-year-old school picture for their avatar ever anyway? And then bitches that somebody put it on the face. Now that actually was a funny video. That actually was one of Sharon's better videos. That was a good one. And she was at Jerusalem. Right? And then Jules is sitting there bitching that Sharon used her 12-year-old face on, the body of, like, her being a hooker or something. I think it was just, like, on Julia Roberts, though. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what this whole Julia Roberts. Joe is no fucking. They're like, I think she has a crush on Jules and Vern. Yeah, I have a crush on Jules Verne. All right. I want to go 20,000 leagues under the sea with Jules and Vern. And Vern will go 20,000 leagues in a submarine under the sea with the witch. Or your right arm cut off. Well, I guess we'll be calling you Lefty. Right? That's basically what he is trying to get out. Because, I'm the witch. And like I said, hi, Asher Dash. Yeah, she got a crush on Jules and Vern. Yeah, Jules Verne. You got me. So she's going, I think Munchie is a man. Munchie looks a man to me wearing a wig. You fucking bitch. That was my Liberace stage. The fuck? You ever seen hair grow in like that thick? After it was so thick and soft. Like Liberace. Oh, thank you, Asher Dash. Well, I'm honored that you would. I think you should clean my house while I live stream because it's fucked up that, here I am being the, backdrop for your cleaning. And in the meantime, fucking time, you know, you should be over here cleaning. How about you, Jules? How about you, huh? Huh? Fucking Jules. I would smoke pot with Jules if she came around. Because I know the outcome. She's so stupid, too. She'd be all like, well, yes, you did call me when I was sick to check up on me. And You didn't record it or tell anybody, but you know you wanted to. You know you wanted to record it. You know you did. No, Jules. No, I didn't. Nah. Uh-uh. And you did sound like you were going through something. I don't know what they call it. Mania? Manic? I don't even know. But I could talk about it. Like, first of all, I didn't even know that you smoked cigarettes. And you were talking 100 miles a minute, okay? Right? Basically, but not saying anything. But fuck it now, right? Fuck it now, right? May as well. And you said, well, I'm just going to sit down and I'll have a cigarette. And it was like, oh, like, cigarette? This bitch be talking about her heart rate and this and that all the time and, you know, what else. But, I mean, she could barely, but she was like, you know, talking fast. So, now I talk fast too, but, you know, not like that. So, I said, well, I really just wanted to, I said, I saw you hadn't been on maybe for like, I don't know, not long, you know, trust me, she wasn't gone when she said that. Well, she might have been gone, but she wasn't like gone. Like, you know, ooh, 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 or cuckoo, whatever you say, you know what I mean? Gone, like that. So she goes, not much, just, you know, making my own bathing suits. And I said, you're pulling my leg. Right? This is this is real talk. I saw your description, Jules. This is real talk. I'm not lying. I've never even said any of this stuff public, but according to you, you know, I wanted to. So fuck it, right? So she said she was making her own bathing suits. Now she also had taken up smoking cigarettes and weed. Who knows what else? I don't know. So she goes, yes, and now, wait a minute. Wait a minute here. Do we have a little PEDO characteristics going on here? Because they were all based on Disney princesses. Because, you know, apparently we know how she feels about them. Well, I did, I guess, she says. But I didn't. I didn't. I just wondered, why not buy one? Like, why are you, I don't even understand. So she said, you know, she said she was gonna make, well, I responded with, you're pulling my leg. Right? Second time I say it. You're pulling my leg. Now, mind you, we don't talk at all. Right? Bad blood. Bad blood. So, but I did start feeling like, oh, what if she really, because her last, you know, live stream was, you know, stop kicking me. Stop kicking me. Like, I didn't know if somebody had kicked her or if she got beat up because Luna tracked down Joe's phone number and used her fucking techniques, right? To track down Joe because apparently, I don't know, something about a donor or a surrogate. That's right, the S word, which I thought was Survivor Girl. I really did. But it turned out it was surrogate. And then she was like, having nitties, baby. Yeah. I'm a woman in the hood and I love what's going through me. Yeah. And then he joined in and said, A white woman's having my baby. Having my baby. She was a woman in the hood and she just loved what I gave her. Didn't have to fake it. She knew I was gonna take it. I could just go on, because I suck. I suck. I can't freestyle. Mic kick. Because I drop it, because I'm like, not like, damn, boom. I'm all like, I mean, of course I like throw it. Unless I hacky sacked it, but I'm not that good. And that would be fucking stupid. I'd rather kick it, but what if it flew out in the audience and hit somebody in the head? I hope it was on a cord. That would suck. Paul Anka. Why the Anka? Why the Anka? He's a good looking guy. He looks short though, but you know what they say about short men? What they lack in height. Wink, wink. So anyway, let's get back to the phone call. Out of genuine concern. But at this point now, I'm thinking, she's fucking with me. She's talking like an auctioneer. She's smoking a cigarette. She's making Disney character themed bathing suits, bikinis. And she said, no, I am. I'm doing a Princess Jasmine one. This is God's honest truth, I swear to God. I'm not lying. Never have I revealed this information. And no, I didn't record it. But I'm telling you guys now because she's accused me of wanting to. So I blame her. Yes. Yes, I know I'm responsible for my own actions. So, there. I'm taking accountability for how you blew my mind and how kind I was to you because I knew you were going through an episode. Even though you don't care about me. So anyway, she said she was making a Princess Jasmine bikini. And she was using hibiscus leaves on the nipples. No lie. Hand to God. And I said, you're fucking with me. Right? That is what I said. Now, we're not buddy buddies. And I was just like, this bitch is fucking with me. Like, first of all, what the fuck? Like, that was trauma dumping, if I ever saw it. Because, you know, I was like, alright, you're offering up too much information. I didn't ask you to. Well, you're not like that. I mean, hibiscus leaves on your nipples. It gets better. So I said, well, that sounds like a lot of work. Why don't you ask Sharon if you can borrow one of her bikinis? Right? I was trying to, like, you know, be funny, whatever. She said, oh, no, I can't do that. She's my sister. So I said, what? And she said, something about having her genealogy or DNA checked and that was her sister. I think she said older sister. I said, you're fucking, you're funny, right? So I try to change the subject because I'm like, this bitch, this is, I don't know. So I said, so anyway, have you been using your pool? You guys opened the pool up yet? And she said, I can't remember if she said that they did or didn't, but I feel like she said they did because I don't think it was she was going to. It was that she already was doing squats in the pool wearing red shorts. I don't even know. Like, I'm sure I probably said, you're fucking rude. But anyway, then she finished her cigarette. I think she might have even had two, like one right after the other, which I was like, oh my God, I didn't even know you. I took it out. Well, I started. Well, I started. Well, I do now. Some kind of remark like that. Yeah, I was like, okay, simmer down over there, but now, right? So then next thing, and I'm thinking, okay, so she's some kind of psychosis. All right, it's true. Not that I heard that, but I really just wanted to check on her. I mean, out there all alone. Joe was, I don't know, taking her stuff at that time. According to her, it was really bad. So then she's running and chasing chickens. And she's like, I'm chasing the chickens right now. I'm chasing the chickens right now. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm just helping Joe move some stone in the. He's trying to move some stone. I don't even know. She talked wicked fast. At some point, I do say, I think you should be an auctioneer. Like, I mean, she talks fast. And then she said, well, I'm going to go smoke. Joe's in the front smoking weed or whatever. I think it was out of like a one hitter. I think she might have even mentioned a one hitter. I just feel like, yeah, no. And I was like, okay, well, good. I'm glad that he's there. She's like, yeah, I know. Well, he's out front. I just, I don't know. So I was like, okay. I never said anything. I didn't record yet. Nothing like that, Jules. But you're fucking coming out real strong again on somebody trying to, like, discredit them for something that is factual truth. Um, it's fucked up. It really is. And then you're like, you don't have your time is precious, so you're not going to find all the proof to prove your disgusting accusations. Apparently, my fucking time isn't precious enough for you to stop trying to fuck with me, bitch. That's so fucked up, man. You're fucking stupid. I hope you guys are thumbs up, subscribe. Make sure you do, please, because, I mean, seriously. It's been a long, hard road. And if you go back, and I'm not trauma dumping here, I'm just saying this if anybody new is watching and is interested at all. If you go back to my videos, um, from before I had cancer, you will see, like, look at them. They're karaoke, my pets, officer involved shootings. Those ones are really good. I think you guys should watch those. Please give my officer involved shooting videos a chance. I know I was focusing on nothing really, but listen, I did a lot of research on those. And you'll notice they only have like 25 views and stuff. You won't hear mention. There's a couple where you'll hear mention of me going, YouTube needs to help YouTubers. Like, where I was like crying out for help, because Vern was fucking. And people would go, ignore it, ignore, 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 ignore. So I would. And then it was like, oh my God. And then, wow. It's really disgusting to watch it all unfold right from the beginning. If you start watching my videos, right, I mean my live streams. I mean, if you go to videos and sort from the oldest, I wasn't doing anything then, but I wasn't. I was not. And when you click on the description, it'll show you the dates, and you can see. And then as it gets up to 2020, like around the end of summer, is when the cancer starts, and you'll see all the time that I'm sitting there saying, can someone help me? This guy is fucking like crazy. Then next thing, boom. It's fucking gross, man. And it's pretty heartbreaking for myself to watch because I see people, who have, channels that are fighting cancer, and people are nice to them and stuff. And I'm not a mean person. The stuff that they say is gross. It really is. It's really gross, the way they make me come off as. But all you gotta do is just start with my videos from oldest, not the lives, but the videos. I didn't know these, like I was just when they say, oh, nobody's innocent. Yes, I fucking was. Oh, have I said stuff? Yeah. It doesn't make me, like Luna 2 days ago putting everything she's going through. She has nobody to blame but herself. Go fuck yourself, Luna. I didn't even know you before I had cancer. You're a cancer bully. You're a cancer bully, Luna. And I've been nice to you multiple times. Tanger's been nice to you multiple times. But you're sick. I don't care if you don't want to admit it, or even if you admit it and think you're supposed to be allowed to trauma dump on me. Go fuck yourself, man. I'm not your fucking dumpy because whatever you got issues with, it's not my problem. You don't get to like, oh, I'll just entertain myself with trying to make somebody else's life miserable. Like, fuck you. Try again. Snap out of it. Yes, Doodlebug, it's called a dick stand. A dick stand. like I said the other day, like I was, talking to this lady, and she had a big family and had been married. This was her third marriage, but they'd been together for 15 years, and they basically got married because they thought, there should be somebody who is, like their DNR or whatever. Like, I don't know, like, whatever. She was in her 60s. Like, I think she said 62. She was very, a nice, nice looking lady, and she was, being very kind and everything. And I was talking to her about, cancer, and and she was talking about certain, health ailments, like how they felt they had to probably should, for to be there for each other in legal ways, kind of, I guess, as they were getting older. And I said, yeah, doesn't that just suck? Like, we, live our lives and then we get old and then we just die. And she goes, yeah, well, all you can do is hope to have some good times along the way. And in a second, I thought to myself, I've had some good times. Sometimes I fill up some live streams talking about and reminiscing, right? So I thought it's the same for all of us. We're all going to, die and maybe get old or maybe get sick or maybe something happens, you know? And no matter if you're from one walk of life or another walk of life, all we can do is hope to have some good times along the way, have some fun along the way. That's what she said. Hope to have had some fun along the way. That's exactly what she said. And I have had some fun, man. I have been to over 100 concerts. I grew up in the 80s. Concerts were great. Cassettes were great. There was still, like, what they call them, like grease monkey people who like to work on, what do they call them? You know what I mean? Like a GTO or like a classic. There was still a lot of those around, not, these cars with the loud, this, they sound like a motorcycle and shit, you know? Muscle cars. Muscle cars. They were muscle cars back then. This is all cheesy little shit that's going on around now. These people growing up now and in the future, they got to pay so much money to go to a concert. So their fun times along the way are going to be probably few and far between. I didn't get to finish my story earlier, and it's really important about the progress report that had come home when my daughter was in junior high, like in 8th grade. And the math teacher had put, every other class was fucking great. And, but the math teacher had written poor, uh, something about the homework and poor test and quiz grades or something. Now, I saved for each school year. I saved every paper. Not all through my life. I'm saying, like, for her. that year, for that year. And I would check them and make sure. And her test and quiz and her home was nothing as what this progress report was reflecting. It was not. I had the proof right there. Damn straight I didn't waste any time. I knew my daughter, her intent was to go and further her education after, high school and all that. So that would have ruined her grade point average. There was no indication of what this woman was trying to say. I called a meeting with that principal and that teacher, and I put those papers down on the table. I said, does that look like poor test and quiz grades? Does that look like she didn't return her homework? No. And all I could think was, yeah, this is for my daughter. But I said, listen, I want you're gonna write, you're gonna hand, just like you hand wrote this at the bottom of this progress report. You're gonna hand write an apology to her. And I can only imagine how many other students that you have ruined their grade point average. You lazy. I didn't say that, but I wanted to. People really watch. And, because I really think a lot of kids act out because in the first place, they want attention. Don't let them sit in the car with earbuds in, listening to their music so you don't even know what the fuck they're listening to. Oh, hell to the no. Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. You put on what you want to hear to the kid, right? Right? They put on some shit going, WAP or some crap. Oh, hell to the fucking no. Nah, get that fucking earbud out of there. Get rid of those fucking games with a Grand Theft Auto and shit, in my opinion. I mean, it's disgusting. Put the phone down. If you can't run with scissors or shouldn't be walking with your shoes untied or with a lollipop in your mouth in case it, jams down your fucking throat if you trip, same with a phone. The other day I was walking in somewhere, and this little girl, she was probably, I don't know, 3, maybe 2 or 3. Beautiful, right? Was ready to just walk in with me. Not that I asked her. I was like, I didn't go inside because I was afraid she was going to follow me in. And I mean, I don't know, I don't know the situation with the mom. She wasn't, like rude, but and the daughter was beautiful. And what I do want to say, once again, I want to reiterate, I bet you the reason why And Nitty, I'm not talking about you here, but I am, but not talking about you in a derogatory way. I bet you the reason why nobody in his building has complained, which I don't know, maybe they have, but I'm assuming. I'm just speaking from the way I would feel if I was his neighbor and those beautiful little girls came out and came in the community room, and you're an older person and these wonderful children come talking to you, and maybe you don't have grandkids or you don't see them. I can only imagine how they must brighten their. And I listened to Debbie's video. I listened to Nitty's, actually. Um, and she's right. He is being a father. And if nobody's complaining in his building, and I am not saying that uh, Sharon said to call, whatever. I don't know what happened. I didn't watch it. And I didn't hear. I don't. All I'm saying is this: leave people alone. And timing also, once again, means everything. I've seen Jules get Maddie kicked out of where she was staying on a freezing cold night. And Maddie like, oh, it's okay, I get it. But then somebody else that I've seen, timing is everything. And I just find it, really ironic that Sharon's going after, but the bottom line is, they sound like beautiful little girls. And I'll bet you they brighten the day of more than just their father. Just leave them alone. I saw she had made another video of, screenshots of, Nitty being evicted for the kid. Just stop. And that means, for a great bunch of people, including myself. I hope I'm not trauma dumping. Because at the end of the day, I really just think that it would be great if we could all thumbs up people's videos, and we could all chat, and we could all, absorb what we want as positivity instead of running around saying, well, Mary, straight facts and real talk. It's not straight facts and real talk that I'm faking cancer or I'm dying. Being a mortician is not painting dead people. That was, and I'm not even, naming who's said these particular phrases. But for somebody to say, I just think I'm very confused. Between all these people, I feel like And I feel like new people get very confused too. They're like, I want to like somebody, but I don't know. Like maybe, but I do, but I don't. I'm asking in my own defense. Just go to my videos, not the lives. Click oldest. Look how many views they had. There was not a lot. I wasn't going after people. There's no rage coming from me. I'm well aware that stress is no good for me. It's no good for anybody. It really isn't. um, but maintaining my integrity and, like, not, like, basically I'm like, shut the fuck, you know what I mean? Like, front door, like, but then there's other times I'm like, wow, are these people friends behind the scenes? Is this all planned? Wow, it's crazy. But then their real, like, lives get involved and stuff. And a lot of them want to try to blame me for stuff like that. And it's like, hey, that is not me. I don't do that shit. I would never, I never climbed to my neighbor's bedroom window. That's so ridiculous. These people act as if there was a person standing on the corner with a sign, you know, and they walk by your car, and, a lot of times people, if they want to give, they give, and if they don't, they don't look away, and the person doesn't bother them. They just walk past the cars or whatever, Usually somebody will hold out the money if they're going to give it to them, and the person walks over. But the way the people on social media act, not everyone, not everyone. The way they act, though, is as if they'd, hold their hand out, and then as the person came over to them, drive away and roll over their toe and spit at them and say, get a job. You know? Like they don't have social mores or behavior. They go, oh, so I dug through your kid's Facebook and did this. Does that really warrant this? It's like, whoa, I mean, whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck? Well, yeah, kinda. Wasn't like her, was I don't even get it. Like, why? What would? And then it's like, no, do I want to be like these people? No, I don't want to be like these people. Well, yeah, social skills. Yeah, social skills. Exactly. Just like the person with the sign isn't running over somebody's car going, give it to me. It's like if somebody wants to donate to Maddie or me or Sharon or Lou or anyone, we're not running over to their window pounding on it saying, do it. But the mentality in society, it seems, a lot of people are saying, they got victim mentality. They got victim mentality. Stop it. Some people do. I watched somebody say tonight, I made the video before you had to say anything because I was being kind to you and letting you look like the victim. I was like, say what? And I was really in shock and disappointment. Whoa, what's going on here? I mean, is this person like throwing their friend to the wolves because they rolled their eyes? Or like, but then to go on and say, you wonder why you have trolls? This is why. It's like, so wait a minute, are you saying she didn't have trolls or she does have trolls? Like, that's incriminating. You know, I see so many like e-baggers who is very well spoken. I mean, can convey his, idea across and, in a good way, right? But every once in a while, I'll see his idea be lost on me. Like, I don't even understand because I'll see him say, I understand what you mean, that when Luna says anything that SG is saying is she brought it on herself. Yeah, it's disgusting. And I'll tell you what, these fuckers do this shit on purpose. Like, I mean, I didn't even, and there's, sharing on dummy, dummy, that wasn't you. Why would blah, 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 right? It's like, why would you think I'd say, I don't know, something like that. She said, calling me a dummy. It's like, well, first of all, bitch, you recently made a video claiming I was, put my head on something using a vibrator, blah, 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 to make fun of, me saying about cancer healing frequency music. You made fun of that. And then you say, I have a heart. I'm not a cancer bully. Yes, you are. Courtney, how the fuck are you going to sit there and with nowhere me saying that that's you? I know I have my own list. I make fun of it all the time. How the fuck are you going to say I was making fun of you? I was making fun of me. And then be like, it's fine now. Oh, really? You're going to harass a 55-year-old woman going through her second round of cancer? Like, really? I mean, like, what the fuck? These people all want to be like, I'll pull up on you, bitch. It's like, dude, I'm a 55-year-old woman going through my second bout with cancer. Why are you going to beat me up? Like, Courtney, all your friends sat there saying she's making fun. You didn't, and they didn't show that either. If they've got clips of everything, why is there not? I just don't even get it. Like, you know, you're going around threatening somebody like that. If, like, do these people understand that they're fucking cancer bullies? Whether it was me or somebody else? Thank you, Susan. Whether it was me or somebody else, when they were all talking about Chicken Winter being on oxygen, do they get it? Like, they're all acting as if they're throwing lit cigarettes and matches at her. It's fucking sick. That is sick. Jules, for you to call your time precious, too precious to prove the extreme, disgusting accusations you're making against me. You stupid bitch. That's criminal. You don't get to go around calling people PEDs. That's putting them in danger, bitch. That's putting them in danger. Like, you just don't get to do that. Every fucking time I hear you talking, Jules, you're just, I can't even, like, and I'll hear, like, Sharon did most of her show tonight in her Sharon voice, even though she calls her SG voice, but that's probably how she really sounds. Or it will soon. I mean, haven't you ever heard? You keep making that face, it's gonna freeze that way. I mean, maybe you're the one with the Electrolux larynx that they all like to act like, that's even funny at all. You know, and that's why you make the voice sound that way, Sharon. Nobody's fucking stupid. And if they don't know, that's why. Because of their cracks about Electrolux larynx or electric larynx. You know what I'm talking about? Electrolyte. You know, when people would have cancer and hold the thing. That's why. Okay? Yes, you are a cancer boy. And you sounded like sincere almost in the beginning of the live stream the other day when you were like, oh, my apologies, blah, 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 blah. I have on a source, a reliable source, this, that, and the other thing. And then by the end of your live stream, you're bashing your reliable source. Bashing you're sick. You're sick, Sharon. You're sick. And so I guess people who have too much shit going on and can't get themselves straight feel like, oh, I get to go on social media and dump my trauma on people that, they, even though they deal with their own trauma and, try to encourage people and share their stories, we're going to call them fair game so that we can, use them like, punching bags or something. Oh, I'm so angry that I'm going to, be an alcoholic and harass people. I don't care if you're an alcoholic. Just don't be fucking around like disorderly conduct and lying and shit. Jules, go ahead. Be a wino. Be whatever you are there. Don't be sitting there going real talk with laughing emojis. Like, you're like contradicting yourself. You're laughing at your own real talk. I mean, I like your honesty. I can appreciate your honesty about yourself. That it's laughable that as if anything you say would be real talk. Dumb bitch. Now, let me read between the lines of Sharon with her explanation of when I said, that's not what I said in my video. I never was sitting there calling that Patricia bitch and shit. And she said, oh, well, I added them in. Why? Do you think that Patricia's a bitch? I mean, if I'm not calling that Patricia bitch and I'm not being as mean and derogatory and or even saying anything similar to what you're putting out there, and then your dumbass people in your room that you're threatening and blackmailing say, share and tell us the truth, right? I mean, fucking, and then you go, of course I added that in there for my own protection, not for your own protection, to start fucking trouble. You dumb bitch. Prudently. Do I reach out to people in your live streams and invite them to my live streams? I'm not talking about you prudently. I'm just saying that it's fine if you do that, and I get it that you would, because your live streams aren't bad, and I'm sure that they're given, being scheduled and everything, that, they are, there's nothing wrong with them, okay? But the odd thing is that after that occurs, they don't talk to me anymore. And then, like, and you know what, prudently, I don't even hate you. Like, I don't even fucking hate you. Like, by now, with, like, I mean, my friend George passed away. He was my ride. By now, if we'd have remained friends and everything, we probably would have already met. And I'd be, you know what I mean? Like, it's just so crazy to me that people like Discord in their life. And I'm wondering if people who partake in Discords if it's almost like a blatant thing, hey, would you like to join some Discord? Why, yes. But if you step back and take a look at what the word, means, it really is much like, Discord. It's like I don't know, it's very amazing to me to play on words. Yeah, I would like to have done like, cemetery strolls with her, like that kind of stuff. I would have. I mean, if I can talk to somebody on the phone for that amount of time, I definitely, there's definitely like not so much animosity between us as people that we can't. I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't understand. Like, I don't know if after hearing tonight that people, that somebody actually literally, I suspected it before that people would get threatening emails and stuff, but I wasn't sure. I knew I did. I knew others would say it, but they never, like, I never knew if it was, like, specific to, but, and I just wonder, like, how many people were harassed or, but then I see prudently saying, oh, that's SG, that's SG, accusing me of being different accounts. And it's like, the amount of time that we've spoken on the phone, I would hope she would know that I wouldn't do that, although I was the prude at home. I didn't do a very good job of it. All I really said was Birkenstocks. I mean, you know, I apologize for that. I don't know. You guys, I gotta go. Anyway, you guys. Luna, I'm so fucking disappointed in you. What kind of diagnosis would that be? Like somebody who like comes in, has decent conversation, and is welcomed, in here and stuff, talking about like, other topics, not like, gossip topics and everything. And then the next time they're somewhere going, she never had cancer. Like, why? Why? Why, Luna? Ask yourself that. It's so crazy. Sure. Seriously. Why do they honestly think their behavior eventually does not become so apparent? Like, do they think they're wearing, like, cloaks of invisibility or something? Or do they just, like, undermine everybody's intelligence? Do they truly think? And here's the thing, when Jules is always putting out her email, you guys, fucking be careful. Man, be careful. I'll tell you what, sits in those live streams in that other community where they argue about who was sending Debbie those emails. And I'll tell you, I had only given out my email. It wasn't Survivor Girl. My email wasn't Survivor Girl. There was only like 5 people who knew what my Gmail was, and she was one of them. And that's when I started getting the fucking Gmail. And then when she heard that I knew, I had a small amount of suspects on who could be sending me those, she doxed my Gmail. That's incriminating to me. And I know she's really got a hair across her ass. Because for some reason she thinks that her and Angie React were in some sort of competition for Tom to support them. But because she's such a good channel and so threatening to him, this is back then, he chose to support Angie Reacts. I don't even think he knew who the fuck you were, Jules. He already knew who Angie Reacts was. You're in some delusion right there. So that to me makes me wonder if her, I don't know, I said her, but in my opinion, maybe. And she's the one who came up with the Munchie name, mind you. If that's the reason why he CC'd in all of these emails, because she knew he didn't like Debbie as well. Maybe that's why they all sit there arguing about who sent those emails, and Jules sits there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I think she knew Vern even before. I think she's crazy. But not, so crazy that she's just crazy for her own reasons. Like whatever trauma she went through, she's trauma dumping on people in the community. And they're all dumping their fucking trauma. Which we have trauma. Everybody has trauma. But when trying to work through it and maybe talking about what's going on in your life on social media, like trying to maybe create a common ground support group, right? Then you get assholes who maybe God knows what their trauma was, but instead of really fix themselves, they're like, fair game. These people are trying to get better and be better people. Fair game. Bombs, your video tonight was direct indication that you're still, like, fucking around with this community. As are a lot of people. I was in clear shock right there. Like, that Travel Girl did a great job on the law and crime stuff. I didn't hear her really talk much about trolls in there. I didn't really hear that. But then again, you did explain it that if she was behind on the StreamYard, like, not behind, I don't mean in time, but I mean, you're live, you're on StreamYard, and that since I don't think she uses StreamYard, and then you explain it to her, that she'll still see them there, even if they're removed. And I can get if you didn't want to co-host. I just don't know why it became fodder for fools. Because I can understand. See, because I could never quite understand the whole digging into each other's kids and then I'll blame it on me and, blah, 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 we're all good, but it's still her. I could never quite understand that either. Gotcha. Right? But why now? The whole back to the attack thing. I was being, it said you were being nice. I made a video to make her seem the victim so she could be like that stuff. Instead of saying she did a great job on the law and crime stuff, which you were saying that night. It just seemed like it could have worked out. Like, possibly, maybe, I don't know. It is Susie Sue, and I agree. I agree with that. It's so hard to wrap our heads around it, but the bottom line is, right, that in the interim, there's people, the powers that be, that are making billions of dollars, while people are, you know, suffering in the fucking world. And I'm like, hey, wait a minute. When did we vote for, like, a family of 3 to live in a house that has 137 rooms. What does that got to do with having the job? Now, I'm not even trying to fucking sound any kind of way. But is it necessary to have gold adorning the Vatican? Is that all necessary? While people are sitting here basically being like, how long have they been saying Maddie's gonna die? Maddie's gonna die. Mary repeating over and over again, you're dying, you're dying, you're dying to me. You know? I get it, but if you stick to the law and crime, then it'll be fine with Lou, right? And then she throws some of those tarot cards in there, right? So to encourage the law and crime stuff would probably subconsciously or consciously drive somebody to be like, oh, good, and see what they were good and see people were saying, look at this, do this. And I do think she'd be great at it, right? Her channel might even like take off, to be honest with you. And I do think that's what bothered the other person there. I do think that, in my opinion. You know? So I feel like all of that stuff that you're saying, on the flip side of, Lou, wouldn't even be an issue because even if somebody did send her a cash app, if she was doing tarot cards and law and crime, it'd be because either maybe they said, oh, I'll send you if you'll do a tarot card reading for me right now, or if they enjoy the entertainment of the, law and crime, or maybe they were the person picked that night for the tarot card reading, whatever the case may be. And I guarantee you that probably a lot of these channels that have a lot of followers probably had just as many people also saying, you can't make it, or trying to deter them at the beginning. And I think that although it's really hard, because I don't run it myself, that it's really hard to not let it bother. It bothers, it really is. It's really easy to lose sight of something, but it's so important to encourage people because when there's multitudes saying bad things, then, I just feel it. I used to think that the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child, but now I think maybe the world may be different because I was important in the life of anyone. And it's worth it. It's like, that song, Just Dance. Yeah, maybe she's talking about, don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. And they might think that means, she's telling her daughter, don't not fall in love because somebody who got, treated badly is, going to make you bitter. But I think that could apply to everyone. Don't let some hell-bent heart leave you bitter. And it's so easy to be bitter. That's why I say, united we stand, and divided we fall. you'll notice in a lot of cases of abuse, one of the first things the abuser or the abusers do is try to isolate somebody. That's so they don't hear anything good. No more support for you. No more encouragement for you. And it's textbook. And the reaction that they want people to have is they want the reaction to that to be as textbook as their actions. Ignore them, they'll go away. Don't lower yourself. Good night, Susie. Good night, Susie. You know, they want the reaction to be as textbook as their actions. Everybody will tell them they're the problem. Here's the thing, you'll notice a lot of them will have like 49 comments on their derogatory shit. But a lot of them are people, we don't even know who the fuck they are. But they even take the time to have these server accounts and shit like that just to do all that. You know? It's like, really? That's, your precious time? But in actuality, if they ask themselves, these people are saying they will be my friend if I join in a conversation on a live stream where people whom I like are partaking. They're talking about a topic I want to talk about, but if I talk in it, they'd be a PEDO. If they thought about that, why the fuck would they want to be friends with those people? Who the fuck would want to be friends with people who would call you a lost cause if you supported somebody with cancer? Or typed in their live stream a comment or prayer hands, and then you get beat down for it. Who the fuck is that big of pussies? Or that stupid that they can't see that that's not freedom of speech? That's not you being treated like an adult. That's, seriously, try it. Come on, try stopping in to a few live streams here, typing, and see, No, you're right about that, though, what you said. Yeah, I think you were, like, maybe a little behind in the audio. But I'm not talking directly to you, Susie. I'm talking, like Courtney came in here saying nowhere does it say I'm making fun of her list. I clearly say I have a list, and I make fun of my own list in the clip. She didn't have the decency to even acknowledge the Ray of Hope thing. Like, I was, like, saying a complimentary thing. In fact, she accused me of she knew I was going to say something nice. Oh, that must suck. And then sat in a live stream where this woman's been making fun of how I guess she thinks I talk. I don't even talk like that. And it's sad that no matter how many nice things you'll say to somebody, their friends will try to tell you it's a lie. Well, they're quote unquote friends. It's a lie. They're lying to you. They said this. When I heard that disgusting stuff she was saying about Courtney, what disgusting stuff? What disgusting stuff? Like, where is that? Why are your friends lying to you to get you heated? It's so crazy. But why would your friends not be your friends if you spoke kindly to somebody? Oh, because they're not there to support you as your friend. I mean, what if Courtney was up right now and wanted to talk, or Janelle? They can't, like, because then they would get isolated. That's so mean. Jules, Tanger never said nothing mean to you. Stop lying, Jules. Jules, you're the one of the worst, man. You really are. She really is. I didn't watch all of it. I can't. I'm like watching them and I'm going, I don't even get it. Are all these people friends or not friends? And that's the thing. I don't know. Are they friends or not friends? I don't even understand it anymore. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, did Jules put her 12-year-old, so-called her avatar, so that Sharon could use it in a video, and then Jules could accuse her of using that, but yet she's not in Sharon's, I'm sorry, not Jules' watch list. Fucking weird, man, isn't it? What's with all these like kid accounts that they're saying are going into Sharon? I don't understand that. Kid accounts are going into Sharon. How do they know they're kids, first of all? And where were kids? And it seems like she's always saying as they're age restricted. So are these like troll accounts pretending to be kids? That's disturbing. Like, what's going on? I don't even understand half of it. And it's sad. And it was sad that Debbie was like almost crying in her video the other night about how much cruelty there is. It's fucking sad. So let's try to keep things beautiful. We all matter. One person matters. Our attempt matters. It really does. It matters. Some people just don't know what could be the straw to break someone's back, and do you really want to be that? Be the change you'd like to see, but not for first. You know, I don't even know. There's all kinds of. I can't say that word. It's right on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. I really, really appreciate you guys. And really make a conscious effort. Like, step out of your shoes sometimes if you got it. Just for a minute. Like, think about the old people in Nitty's building when those little girls were coming up to them. And they're not thinking, oh, they're old. What they have to say doesn't matter. I don't even think they think like that. They probably go up to them and, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I'm assuming I might be like romanticizing it in my head, like, you know, making it like, oh, rainbows and glitter, you know. But I saw people saying, people, the little kids aren't supposed to be playing in that community room. Like, fucking shut the fuck up, you know? If they haven't complained, and those people, the people that Sharon's don't live there, then shut the fuck up, man. You know? Live. Peace, love, and tacos, and walk in beauty, and united we stand, and divided we fall. Good night.